This is Victoria Christensen with Agile Dragon Group. Today I'm going to show you another feature we have added to Audit, the ability to use variables to create notifications based on prior month, prior year, current month, right? So that we can use those variables inside of our notification so we don't have to go in and change our dates frequently. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to any one of your dashboards, and we're going to go to so I'm going to start with orders. So orders, we want to see the orders that were changed last month, maybe for all the changes. So all of the regular filters that you can apply to your report, we can also now apply those with including them in our filters. First thing I'm going to do is, you're going to notice on the very top we've got, it says all dates, and we have our Kono, our date range, and then a max records display. So first thing we're going to do is we're just going to get rid of that between dates. We're going to get rid of our date range here. So when we create our notification, we're going to set it up for prior month changes. So we've removed that filter, right? And now from here, I'm going to, very easily, I'm going to go over and select on that time period filter. When I click on that filter, it's going to open up that filter on the side because it is not a embedded filter on your dashboard. So it's only going to show up when you click on it here. So just be mindful of how that works. So I want to say prior quarter. So I want to see all the changes that occurred prior quarter. So when I click apply, it's going to apply that filter to those items in my list. So maybe I only want to see price changes that were done last quarter, right? So I can do that too. So I'm going to say price. I'm going to say price, and I'm going to apply that. And we don't care about if it was entered. We only want to see the stuff that's changed. So the next filter I'm going to apply is on the top here. It says changed or new. So we're going to say changed only. So now I have a report that identifies the order number, the line number, what was changed, and then the values that were changed. So it was $79 and it was changed to $55.33. And it happened on 11/25, which obviously is included in our last quarter. And then this is the operator that was making those changes. So I want this to show up for me every month. I want to see what's going on the last, every month. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to create a notification on this report based on the filters that I have applied on my page. Okay, so I'm going to click on my dashlet on the report, and I'm going to say create a notification. So this is something I can set up. I can send it to anybody. They don't have to have a burst account. All you need to have is a email account for these users. So I'm going to we have to name it. So I'm going to put in my name, price changes last quarter. All right. So then I put in, that's the name on your space, that's the email address. I can show you how to do that later, right? And then you're going to put in your email addresses. Doesn't matter, you can enter a whole bunch of them. All right, here is my subject. We're going to use the exact same thing in my subject. And I'll put that in here. So here's my repeat. So I want this done. I want this on every month, right? So every month on the first, right? And then when we have to, since we're scheduling this, right, we have to put a start and end date. So maybe you only want to have price changes for the next, 4 months, right? So we start it tomorrow. So the next time it will run will be on the 1st, right? And we don't need to have these changes. We don't care about, this after, I don't know, we'll say May, right? So when we'll say May 8th, because we do want to include May. So we will get a quarter report for price changes from now for the next 3 months, right? So we'll get it in March, April, and May. Okay, so we can then also set it on a trigger. So if your space has a trigger created on it, right? We can say when data loads. Okay, or I can say, right, and then you select your trigger, and we will get it every quarter. And we don't have to worry about what time we selected when to send it, because it's going to send it to us when the orchestration updates. So we don't have to guess and making sure we're running our orchestrations based on after those triggers are created. So we're going to select it as an Excel file and save it. So you'll notice now I'll have a set of notifications in my list, right, that'll have price changes last quarter. And it's got that little highlighted thing. That's because it's set up as a trigger based off a trigger off your orchestration. So you don't have to worry about this again until after May, when it will stop working, because we've set it up to only run until May. So another wonderful thing we've added to DragonPack Audit.